Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Allotment of the Dead. So, um, last year I tried making something called Cowboy Candy, and the big major error that I think I made when I did when I made that. Let me see if I can find kind of where I've put it. Nope. Yeah, there we go. So that is Cowboy Candy. The big mistake I made was that I didn't have any jalapenos. So this Cowboy Candy I guess it'd be the difference between a marmalade, a smooth marmalade, and a shredded marmalade. So if you were to make jam, the normal smooth chili jam that I normally make, this would be the shredded variety of that. And flavor wise is absolutely fantastic. Plus you get all these extra bits and things. So when you add it to things like burgers and stuff like that, it's absolutely fantastic. The schoolboy error I made last year, well, it wasn't really a schoolboy error, is that I didn't plant any jalapenos at all. I probably could have made this better if I'd have actually bought the jalapenos from the shops. But what I ended up doing was using the vampire chilies that I grew last year, which are another annum variety. They don't go quite as big. They're not as kind of thick-walled as a lot of the jalapenos are. And in some respects, that kind of flavor that you get from a jalapeno wasn't quite there. So this year, I've kind of turned that on its head. So I think when I originally planted these, I mentioned that I was doing 13 varieties of jalapeno this year. So that's what these little fellas are. These are all of my, well, this is a mixture of, so there's 3 jalapeno varieties in here and some other things. And then these are the 10 varieties of jalapeno, which came in a kind of a multi-pack from Red Dragon seeds. So it's kind of, they're one of those plants that when they get going, they do get quite big quite quickly. They're annum varieties. They do grow really, really quickly. And unfortunately, I think these, again, started getting off a little bit leggy to start with, because it kind of took me by surprise how quickly these germinated. The germination was pretty much a couple of days. So I didn't get the lights on them quite quick enough. So they got quite leggy quite quickly. And now we're playing kind of damage limitation. But these will be really strong plants, I think. So today, what I'm going to do is plant them on, pot them on into these, again, these nice little pots. You can plant them a little bit deeper. And I'm probably not going to need too many of each variety. I'm going to put all of these in the new Jalapeno House, which is the last year's Aubergine house. And hopefully we can get some really nice jalapenos for this year. They hopefully will be quite prolific. You do normally get quite a big yield off annum varieties of chili. And hopefully these won't be an exception to that. But we'll see how it goes. In terms of the Scoville rating on these, your basic jalapeno is probably between 5,000 and 8,000 Scovilles. And the only one that's going to be slightly different in here is something called the Ghostly jalapeno, which is a mixture between a ghost pepper and a jalapeno, which goes to around from 20,000 to 50,000 Scovilles. So it's more kind of into the lower end of the habanero kind of range. So we'll see what those are like this year. But my plan today is to try and transfer these particular ones over into these smaller pots, get them back under the light upstairs, and continue that growing season. So it's a really busy time of year at the minute. So loads and loads to do. So we'll get on and do it. All right, I'll do a couple on camera, kind of just show you what we're doing, and then we'll go from there. So this one on the end here, quite large plants, is a farmer's, they call it a farmer's jalapeno. I'll put a picture on the screen. So this one is a variety that gives you this kind of gnarly, striated kind of look about them. I can't remember the name of it as to what that's actually called. It's called something. I'll put it on the screen when I find out, when I kind of remember what it is, and we'll see what that's like. But so these have got some quite nice roots. You can see where the stem has got quite big though. So we'll get these kind of buried to the bottom of the pot, and then hopefully they will do really well. We'll stand them up as well. So again, we're going to put a couple of plants in each one. I will probably, I say probably, get rid of the weaker plant as time goes on, unless both plants end up being really, really strong. In which case, I might pop the other one on. So that's kind of where we're looking at there. So there we go. I've got another camera set up to the side here, just to kind of show you hopefully what's going on here. That's the Farmers jalapeno. Got a nice label in it. And we'll get these nicely watered. I have got some chili focus that has arrived, so hopefully I'll be able to use that over the next few days. I'm going to go through the period where potentially these might sulk. So when you transfer any of these chilies and things, try and make sure you've got plenty of soil on the root ball. Make sure you've got kind of a nice gentle treat them gently is basically what I'm trying to say, because they will sulk potentially. It's kind of where they're getting used to their new surroundings. It's something that majority of these solanum species, tomatoes and aubergines and all those sort of things, will do the same as well. They just do that little bit of a, okay, I'm not really happy in being moved from where I was, but they do soon pick up. So all I say is keep them well watered and they will pick up. But that's kind of what I'm going to be doing now for the rest of these. I've got a lot of chili plants to transfer over. So I'm probably going to be here a few days, even just doing this. As I say, out of the 193 varieties, there's probably about 150, maybe more, that germinated really well. So we'll have to see how it goes. Right, I'll carry on and sort the rest of these out. Right, all the best, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.